Welcome back to the stream. For some reason, I guess the stream went down. I don't think it was my internet. I think it was just YouTube that cut off the stream for some reason. I have no idea why. But I was still streaming for another 3 minutes until I realized that it wasn't actually showing anything. So you'll see that I got up to 44 minutes, 22 seconds. 44 hours and 22 minutes. But the timer ended, or really did stop streaming at 44 hours, 19 minutes, and 9 seconds. So I've run back the clock a little bit. We're going to continue from where we were just at. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go. Let's keep this timer going. So for the next 3 minutes, I had been working on being able to transform the image there. And I finally figured it out. I actually don't remember exactly where it ended. I don't know what I was doing at 44 hours, 19 minutes. But basically the way to transform it was to go to Edit, Transform, and Scale. Whereas before, I did it right the first time, or I figured it out. And then I kept clicking Image Transform and just being stuck on why it wasn't showing me how to scale it. So let me just minimize this terminal because it's a little annoying. But I was able to download it. I have this stop sign image thing. I added it to the project. So here it is. This is what it looks like. So that's a space right there, space right here. I mean, it still looks like the space is pretty big. Actually, I'm wondering why. Because I really just have the... hold on. I mean, let me save this draft. It's possible that the thing I just saved, let's re-upload it. Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, I don't have to re-upload it. I see that it is. Oh, it looks pretty good. It looks like it doesn't need to be re-uploaded. Just this one worries me because look how much space there is on each side. I mean, maybe I could make it. Maybe I could see what 23 by 23 does. Scale. Does it make it smaller? Yeah, I mean, I think that looks better. I think we'll see. We'll see what it looks like in our project when we import it. So here it's going to be next to the. And right now we're going to add the inline image of the stop button. There we go. Look, that's much better. It's better, but I mean, I don't know if it's oh my gosh. I don't know if I like how it looks now. Why am I so crazy sometimes? All right, internet's still up. YouTube is still streaming. Okay, just making sure. I have to keep my eye out on that. Let's not do any of that fancy stuff. Now it's starting to look crazy. So let me just delete this, re-upload it, and however it comes out, the stop. I mean, this looks ugly, but it looks like what I want. Make sure it's named the stop button. It's saved. Close out of that. And now, let me just save the draft and reload it, just to make sure that it's grabbing it from the new one from the media library. Next to the stop button. Where's the stop button? Why didn't it show up? Selected. There it is. Okay. Well, we're just going to leave that. Next to the stop button icon. I just spent way too much time on that, on making that icon like transparent or a better size. And I mean, it looks the way it looks. I'm just going to we'll leave it at that. Spending way too much time on that and on Photopea. But now you know Photopea if you've never used it before. It's the online free Photoshop made by this Russian dude that is just an absolute genius at coding. All right, so let me just close out of some of these things. I don't need that. Don't need that. Might need that. Don't need that for now. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so we are back to what we're doing here. So click and drag the when green flag clicked block into the programming area, drag it above your move 10 steps block. until they snap together. So they're going to click it, drag it. There we go. Now, click on the green flag button located just above the stage next to the stop button icon. Okay, so now let's debrief. Let's tell them exactly what they've done. You just created an event. You just created code that allowed the computer to know what to do when it detected that the green flag was clicked. Think of this. This is called an event. So this clicking the green flag is considered an event. Hence, the reason why when green flag is clicked block is in the event palette. And we're going to use that same color we just saw above. The custom color, what was it? FF something 500. What was it? FFD 500. And I'll try not to forget that. FFD 500. Okay. Clicking the green flag is considered an event. Hence, the reason why the... Okay. What's next? So I think this is a good first step. Or when... okay, so we're gonna use a little bit, bring a little bit more terminology in here. So this is known as a script, or we could say we could have them add something else. I'm trying to think what would be next. Someone that's learning this, try it out. Maybe try playing around. Try experimenting. Maybe experiment. Try dragging other blocks I can't tell if my no, my connection is really bad right now, but yeah, it's not working, I don't think. I paused the clock. If I'm running right now, the clock is paused. Hard to tell though. Let me test it out on my phone. Let's see if the stream is running. Be nice to not lose this stream and have to do a part 3 because I hate breaking it up. Stream is running? Yes, it looks like the stream's still going. Be nice to not lose this stream and have to. All right, so I stopped the clock, but we're going to continue from where we left off. Just because. And hopefully we don't drop. But let's, no promises here. So let us continue. All right, let me minimize that. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's not like that timer is like perfectly accurate. I've also, I've streamed a lot more than what the timer says. So I think the bet was 60 hours of streaming, but I've streamed more than 44 hours, 27 minutes, and 45 seconds as of yet. So we're okay with that. We'll keep our eye out on the connection. Looks like we're okay for now. But as I was saying, I think now this is a time where the person would experiment with clicking and dragging other blocks. Okay, so what I want to... experiment sounds like I'm giving them like a science experiment. I don't like that. So I like, maybe it's your turn to explore. Maybe that's better. Or time to explore. No, your turn to explore. Try dragging other blocks and connecting them to your script. Then click on the click on the green flag. So let's import that inline image. We're still good? Yeah, we're still running. Okay. Click on the green flag button and watch what the sprite does. So by default, the sprite is a cat. And I believe it's called Scratch. So its name is Scratch. Actually, it's named Sprite 1, but that's Scratch. That's the cat, the mascot for the entire programming language. All right, so let's see. Your first project, moving a character on screen. Okay. Visit blank in your browser, click the create button, instructions. Your two connected blocks of code are known as a script. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm seeing some lag, but I think it's back. Not 100% sure. It says excellent connection. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. It's stressful when like I need to stream. I can't be looking at the stream to make sure it's still up and it keeps dropping or like dropping frames or something. All right. Clicking the green flag is considered an event, hence the reason why the blank is in the event palette. Your two connected blocks of code are known as a script. Your turn to explore. And I feel like these headings should be a little bit bigger. So instead of paragraphs, maybe they should be headings, but like smaller. H3s maybe? So let's change it to a heading, H3. And if you remember, if you've been watching the stream or if you've been watching the other videos, like when I do that in HTML, when I like literally code it out, you know, I use Visual Studio Code as my IDE. So I use that as my code editor, and it's pretty easy to do that. But I mean, this is nice. It's visually based. It's a nice visual like way of creating a website. And so we're not going to do a paragraph. We're going to do another heading and change it to H3. Let's see. I got another message. Okay. Your turn to explore. Try dragging other blocks and connecting them to your script. Then click on the flag button, the green flag button, and watch what the sprite does. Maybe questions to think about. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Your turn to explore and maybe predict. Prediction. Make a prediction. So I'll create my own script that I'm going to share with the users, and maybe they'll be able to understand what is actually happening. So I'm going to create a script that includes the wait block. All right, we're trying again. The internet keeps going down, and there's nothing I could do about it. I stopped the clock as soon as I noticed that it went down, so it might have just jumped. But like I said before, I don't feel like going back and trying to. I can't actually. I can't go back in the video and see. I don't think I can. I can't see where I was at. But I mean, I'm definitely doing more than the time that's listed here. So I'm gonna just start the timer back up. Now that I see that the stream is back up, and you know this might happen a few times, but luckily it's not closing the it looks like YouTube is not shutting down the stream if I come back quickly enough. So if I notice it go down, I'm going to try to restart the stream quickly before YouTube like cuts it off and makes a new video. So let's start the timer back up again and hope that this continues. or that the dropping actually stops, but that the stream can continue, because that's getting frustrating. If it happens again, and if it's like if I really like can't connect, I'll probably take a break and come back a little bit later. We are already at 44 hours, 44 and a half hours. So by today, I wanted to get to at least, let's see. So yesterday was at 42. I mean, it would have been nice to hit 46, but I think I'll be happy if I can get to 45 and a half. So that's one more hour of streaming, and we'll try to do that now in this shot. And if not, we'll have to come back later. So if the stream goes down, I'm gonna take a little break, or if it goes down for an extended period of time, like a few minutes, I'll just take a break. Okay, that's an email for work. I'm not gonna look at emails for work while I am off the clock. Okay, so I was just trying to figure out how I should label this. Your first project, moving a character on screen. Task 1. Task 2, more code. Or maybe instead of more code, it's going to be detecting events. And then the third heading is your turn to explore. And the last thing I want to do is I want to give people like a challenge. Like, it's your turn to predict, make a prediction. So I'm going to write I'm going to write some lines of code over here in Scratch blocks. And then that's what I'm going to put inside of our project. So this is kind of like a fun little way of people, if they are going through this, it's a fun little way of like testing out what they're learning. So we're going to start with when green flag clicked. Then we're going to do move 10 steps. Ooga Booga Man, yes. Most of my channel, most of the growth of my channel has been due to Scratch. So yeah. So right now what I'm working on is my own personal site. I'm trying to work on developing it a little bit more, fleshing it out, because right now it's very bare bones. I just started it a couple of months ago. Here, I'll go to it, mrgcoding.com. I have a Scratch section, but I don't have many posts or articles on Scratch. So I only have this one and the Scratch interface. So I'm going to try to flesh it out a little bit, because my YouTube channel has a bunch of videos, and I think I could help people out that are trying to learn Scratch, whether they're students or teachers. So we're going to continue with that. This website allows me to make my own pictures of scripts. So one thing I could do is I could like drag the code and do all this and drag it in here and then take a screenshot like that. But I don't really like doing that because then you don't have like the clean background, and you don't have the transparent background, so it doesn't look as nice. So using this allows you to use like pseudocode or like text-based. It turns text into Scratch, but you have to know the commands. So that's what I'm doing. Move 10 steps. Wait 2 seconds. So this is going to be a challenge, right? So move 10 steps. I mean, let's move 50 steps. Move 50 steps. Wait 2 seconds. Say, actually, is it? Okay. Hello world for 2 seconds. Or I think it's 2 secs. How does it come out when you do it over here? Hello world, say for 2 seconds. Okay, so it's spelled out. Interesting that it kind of catches SECS, but let's go with seconds. I want it to be exact. Yep, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool website that someone created. And here's their GitHub. So this is like how they created it. You can see the code that they used that actually does all of this. So it makes pictures of Scratch blocks from text. So this is how you do it. Really cool stuff. Okay. So let me close out that GitHub and let's get back over here. The stream is still going. We're still good. Okay, we're good. Do I have any water left? Just a little. All right. So hello world for 2 seconds. Then what I want to do is, all right, so we're testing them. What should we do? So they're not going to know anything about, they're probably not going to understand anything about the coordinate system or coordinate grid. But maybe we could use the go to random position, or maybe turn. But that might be too tricky. They might be like, why is this dude upside down? Let's think. What would be good for an absolute beginner? What would they... So saying something... What blocks would they play around with? They might go to control. Maybe the repeat block would be okay to bring in. Maybe go to random position. Maybe we'll use that because that's kind of like easy to read and understand what's going on. So is that the block? Go to random position. Maybe it has to be in brackets, square brackets. All right, let me go into the help because I don't know the text for that. So let's look for go to. All right. Oh no, is our internet down? Please don't go down. No, we're still good. Just this is stuck. Go to... Maybe it's not searching. All right, here we go. Go to random position. What does that look like? I'm going to have to refresh and see it quickly. Go to pick random. Oh, it's so hard to see. Changing the position of objects. Maybe I could, I actually don't even know how to... I don't know how to see what the code is without like... Maybe if I save as? No. Without just reloading it and like quickly trying to see if I could, if I see it. Or maybe it says it right there. Go to... But how do you make it go to a random position? Let's see what these look like. Go to... I'm just going to have to refresh really quickly. Go to random position V. Okay, gotcha. Go to... And that was in parentheses. Go to random position. And then at the end, put a space and put a V. There you go. Thank you, Booga man. I appreciate it. Go to random position. Move 100 steps and then say, how did I get here? For 2 seconds. We'll use correct punctuation here. How did I get here with uppercase I, uppercase first letter. Hello world will be an uppercase H, and we'll use an exclamation point. So this is the script we're going to do. We're going to see how... go to random position. I'm trying to think of how it's going to look. So they're going to move, wait, say something, go to a random position immediately. Oh, you know what? I got to put a wait block. Go to random position. I have to put a wait block. Otherwise, it's going to go to random position and move 100 steps, and they're not going to see it. So go to random position, wait 2 seconds, move 100 steps, and then say, how did I get here? Go to random position, wait 2 seconds, move 100 steps, and then say that. Yep, that works. This is going to work for me. This might be too tricky, though, for someone who's never done this before. Let's think. Maybe I could go to random position in the beginning. Then wait. Then move 50 steps. Go to random position. Then wait. Then move 50 steps. Then wait. Let's do 1 second. Internet's still going? Yep. Looks like we're still good. We're still live. 44 hours, 44 minutes, and we're coming up on 44 seconds. So that's kind of cool to see. Go to random position. Wait 1 second. Move 50 steps. Wait another second. Say hello world for 2 seconds. Then we don't need to wait. We can move 100 steps. And then we could say, how did I get here? So let's maybe recreate this. I want to see the 44, 44, 44. So it's in 4, 5, 4, actually 4, 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Wow, that looks pretty cool. All right, so that was the 44 hour, 44 minute, 44 second mark. Kind of cool. It's the little things, right? The next one will be at 55 hours, 55 minutes, and 55 seconds. And that'll be the last one of those for this this stream for this month. Yeah, because we can't do 66 minutes because that would be the next hour. All right, so that's all right. Go to random position, wait a second, move, wait a second. Do we need to wait? Maybe we don't need to wait after the... So go to random position, wait a second, move 50 steps, and then immediately say hello world for 2 seconds, then move 100 steps, and then say that. Okay, so we can remove this wait block right there. Let's just make sure that we see what it looks like so we know what someone's going to experience. So I'm going to just put this on the side over here and create it. So let us code that. We're going to do, when the green flag is clicked, let me close all this stuff. Go to random position. Wait a second. We're going to move a couple times. Then we're going to say something for a couple times. So we're going to move 50 steps. Say hello. Move 100 steps. Oops. And then say, how'd I get here? So let's just make sure that this looks okay. So click on the green flag. Hello. Actually, I want to wait more than that. So let's wait 2 seconds. So we're going to wait 2 seconds over here. That was a little too quick. So click on the green flag. Hello. How'd I get here? You know what? Let's add some wait blocks. I kind of like the wait. So let's move, wait, move, wait. All right, so it moves. It says hello. Moves again. Waits, and then says, how did I get here? What happens if it ends up on like the edge? Let's see what that looks like. All right. Let's see. I have to go from my grandma's house to mine. Okay, sounds good, Ooga Booga. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a safe trip, especially if you're in this area. It looks like it's raining quite a bit outside. I'm not 100% sure, but I heard thunder, and it's raining, I think. So Nam, Ooga Booga, I think I should be still streaming. I want to do at least one more hour, so I might be around still. But if not, I will definitely be streaming tomorrow again. So if you don't catch me later, then I'll be streaming again tomorrow and the next day and the day after that until I get to 60 hours. So we have about 15 hours to go or so. So it's going to take me a few days. Mark, I feel it's like I'm back in APCSP with this. Yes. I know. Scratch is like, I mean, it looks just like Snap. And for those that maybe don't know, this is what Snap looks like. snap.berkeley.edu. So Snap is like the advanced version of Scratch. I'm in Canada, so no rain. Oh, cool. We have a Canadian in the house. Alonzo flying all over the screen, yes. Yeah, so this is a Snap. So anyone that's here from BJC might have seen my Snap videos, but it's very similar, just a little bit more advanced than Scratch. All right, so I mean, I hope to stream for at least another hour, but at least another hour and 10 minutes. Maybe I could get to 46 hours, but if my connection drops again, we'll see. We'll see if I return, but I'm gonna try. But if not, I'll be here every single day over the next like 4 days at least. 5 days. What am I saying? I think we have how many days left this month? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. Okay, so after today, I'm gonna do 4 more streams at least because I need to get to 60 hours. And Nam, I think you're asking me, what do I do? I teach teachers how to teach computer science. I train teachers on teaching computer science to students, to their students, mostly in grades kindergarten through grade 8. But I used to be a high school teacher, and I used to teach 9 through 12, grades 9 through 12. But I still enjoy doing this. I enjoy learning coding and doing computer science stuff, so learning computer science. So I still do this for fun, pretty much. And on today's stream, I'm working on making growing and developing, fleshing out my own personal site. So I have mrgcoding.com. And so right now I have 2 sections, the Scratch section and the computer science section. So why is it moving? Why is it jumping around when I go from one to the other? All right, that's not cool. All right, I can figure that out later. Probably because it's adding this little scroll bar on the side when I have this one. I don't know why, but maybe because I could scroll. I don't know. I'm a legend. I teach the teachers. Yes, I do help train teachers so that the students get computer science in their classes. Yep. And we're out of water. We have no more water now. That's okay. So I'm working on my own personal site today, and just trying to create at least 1 or 2 articles on Scratch, how to use Scratch how to learn Scratch. So right now I just want to test it out and see what happens if the character ends up on the edge. I just had it. All right, right there. Can you see what it says? Okay, it moves 50. Says hello. No, I don't like that. It's just. All right, so maybe we shouldn't have it go to a random position. Maybe we should have it go to, or maybe not start at a random position, but maybe we could have it go to. We'll just have to use the go to block. Or maybe we won't have it move after this one. So go to a random position. Now, let's not go to a random position then. Let's go to negative 100 plus 100. Wait 2 seconds. Move 100 steps. Wait 2 seconds. Say hello. And then and then go to a random position. Let's do that. Maybe that's a little bit easier for someone who's brand new to this. So it goes to the top left, moves 100 steps, says hello, goes to a random position. Or maybe I'll just say, instead of saying hello, maybe I'll just say, I'm going to go somewhere else. So same, or let's add a hello. Let's do a hello. So we could remove that wait. Hello for 2 seconds. Move 100 steps. Wait 2 seconds. I'm going to go somewhere else. Let's try this. I'm going to go somewhere else. Going to go. Just randomly, it ended up in the same spot. Hello. I'm going to go somewhere else. All right, that works. We'll take that. Your grandma's taking longer to get ready. Tell grandma to hurry up. You got a stream to catch. I'm just kidding. All right, we'll go with this. We'll change our code to match this. So it's going to be, when green flag is clicked, go to X, Y. Is this how we do it? Yes. Go to X. So negative 100, positive 100. Say hello world for 2 seconds. We'll go with hello world. Move 100 steps. Hey Mark, it's been a while. I've been good. I've been streaming a lot and losing subs. But other than that, it's been good. It's been fun. I think I remember you joined my first stream and then it all broke down. My computer like blew up. Not literally blew up, but it just could not handle my first stream. So I think that was on the 1st of the month. August 1st, I tried streaming on my laptop. This thing right here. And it just could not handle the stream. So then I took 2 days off. I did the stream again, but I couldn't use my external monitors and I couldn't it was really tough to use I wouldn't say really tough, but it was just annoying to use the laptop because I had no screen real estate. So I bought a new computer. MacBook Pro go burr. Yes, so does the money printer. So go to hello world, move 100 steps, wait 2 seconds. So Mark Rivera, what are you up to? We got 2 Marks in the house. What are the odds that we have 2 Marks out of 3 or 4 viewers here? So move, wait, say. Move, wait, say, and then go to random. Okay, so here's where I'll go to random position. Go to random position. There we go. So this is the script that I want them to predict what will happen. Okay, there we go. I saved it. Now here, I'm going to import it. Or actually, I can click and drag it. You are in Discord right now. Okay, bye, Ooga Booga. Both of you, both Marks? You guys have your own Discord? This one. Me and my friends were using Discord, but then we got in a fight. We got in an argument over some YouTube videos. And so we disbanded the Discord. We kicked everyone out, and then we just shut it down. This is the script. You, Mark, Ryan, and 2 others. Gotcha. Ryan Lowe. I haven't talked to him in a while. I think he sent me a message recently, actually. Not recently. I think he said hi to me somewhere. Which vids? Wait, which vids are... Oh, you're asking which YouTube videos caused the fights? Maybe I'll tell you off stream. I don't want to be too controversial over here on the stream. Let's just say, all right, I won't say names, but it was some people on YouTube that post like political videos, or they don't post political videos, but some people are like, you know, they comment on politics and stuff, and then whenever you talk politics with people, sometimes they can't handle it. They can't handle the truth, or they can't handle the conversations sometimes. People get really riled up. They get angry. So if you don't agree with them sometimes. So that's what ended up happening with a couple of my friends. Not with me though. I don't really get bothered by anything. Unless my stream goes down, then it hurts. Discord's really good. I like how you can connect with other things and you can make a community out of it too. Yeah. That's another good idea, starting your own community like that on Discord. Recently, they added support for connecting your GitHub accounts. Interesting. I didn't even know that. I did not know that. Back in the day, I don't know if you guys are too young for this, but back in the day, we used to use something called Ventrilo. And Ventrilo was like our Discord. So let me show you. Let's see if it even still exists. Ventrilo. Wow, I mean, this looks so old. So we used to use this to communicate while we played League of Legends and Dota back in the day. I mean, anything we did online, even without playing video games, this is how we would talk online. But Discord is so much better now. But this was it back in the day. This is what we used to use. Yeah, I mean, this is from like so long ago. And before this, when I used to play Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament with my friends, what did we use? We used IRC. We used something called IRC. And this is like really, really back in the day. Wow, they've updated it. They still use it. People still use this thing. I mean, look at this thing. This looks so old. It's from 95. So it was 2000, 2001 when I was using this. The furthest back, oh yeah, I remember TeamSpeak. I remember TeamSpeak started gaining ground on Ventrilo. I remember because I think people would have like this TeamSpeak, people on Twitch or whatever it was called, like Ustream or Justin TV or whatever it was. They would have like their TeamSpeak like link. Yeah. Yep, that was the problem with Ventrilo. If we needed to pay, we had to pay like $4 a month. And one of my friends just paid for it for like, geez, how many years after we graduated college? So he paid for it from like 2006 until like 2012 or something. Now that I think about it. Yeah, so we didn't go to TeamSpeak. We stuck with Ventrilo. I liked having to click to talk. I used to click the middle mouse button to talk when we'd play League of Legends. Or Dota first and then League of Legends. So much fun back in the day. So yeah, so we used IRC when we played Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament. I played by myself because none of my friends would play it. But Quake 3 they all played. And then, what did we... Oh yeah, then Xbox Live came out. And then a bunch of us switched over to Xbox Live and we played Unreal on that. Unreal Tournament on that, and Halo 2. Although Halo 2, it took me a while to get into. I didn't get into it till like a year later. Make a prediction. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen when someone clicks clicks on the green flag, where is that? That is going to be right here. PlayStation is better, apparently, you say? I don't know. I have a PlayStation 3, but my Xbox 360 got so much more use. I didn't like PlayStation. I've never liked PlayStation. I don't know what it is. I've never liked PlayStation. I bought the PS3 just because I wanted to be able to play Blu-ray movies. And then everyone went to like Netflix and stuff. Everything like was like online, so there was like no point in buying Blu-rays. But yeah, PS3, I only had Rock Band for PS3. So I literally have an entire system and then just one game. But my Xbox 360 were so much, got a lot of use. I used that a lot more, played a lot more with that. PS3 had free online over Xbox 360. Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, back then you didn't have to pay for you don't have to pay for the PlayStation Network, I think. You do now, right? Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't like having to pay for Xbox Live, but it wasn't too bad. Like it was like $50, $60 a year. But yeah, I only had Rock Band for PlayStation 3, and then on my Xbox 360, I had a bunch of games. And but my favorite was Halo, Halo 3, Halo 4. Oh, let me clean my glasses over here. So yeah, it was Halo. Halo was what I was all about. I just love first-person shooters. There's something about the skill required and like the thinking that I really, really enjoyed about. And like my whole life, I've been like that with FPSs. So I was thinking of getting Series X with Halo Infinite, but now that they've postponed it, now I got to wait and see what they're going to do to Halo Infinite, because apparently it was like terrible. Uncharted, God of War, Last of Us. Yeah, I haven't played any of those. I have not played any of those games. It's just Halo. Like literally, I would get an Xbox just for Halo. I mean, that's pretty much what my Xbox 360. That's pretty much all I played was Halo. So it's hard for me to go to anything else, regardless of how good the games are, because I just want to play Halo against other people and wreck some noobs, basically. Clicks on the green flag. What's the best first-person shooter for PlayStation? Or just people just playing Destiny? Like, what's PlayStation's best first-person shooter? Or Call of Duty, that's what it is. Yeah, I bet a bunch of people just play Call of Duty. And that's also on Xbox. Gosh, but I just can't leave Halo. I need to play Halo. Like, there's something about Master Chief. I don't really like Call of Duty. I never liked Call of Duty as much as Halo. You could pay one subscription, have thousands of games across an Xbox, PC, mobile. Yeah. But I think they're getting rid of it, or they're changing something about Game Pass, I read. Or maybe they were getting rid you get like 2 free games a month or something. Or I don't know what they're doing. Actually, I could be mixed up about that. Maybe that was just Xbox Live Gold. But I heard they were getting rid of that. Or they're getting rid of something with that stuff. This green flag. That's what I was looking for. It took me so long to click on this green flag. What do you think will happen when someone clicks on the green flag? Make a prediction. All right, let's... read the script below. It's staying. I'm pretty sure they are honestly trying to make most of their money over that compared to the console sales. Gotcha. Yeah, I have not been following anything. So like the other day when they, or maybe it was a few weeks ago, when they showed the Halo Infinite video, like my first impression was like, wow, this does not look... I had seen Halo 5 because one of my friends that I lived with had Halo 5. and I didn't get an Xbox One. I skipped that. I skipped this previous generation. I stuck with PC game. Well, just League of Legends, basically. But I saw that and I was like, that does not look better than Halo 5. And then but I was like excited because I want to be able to play another Halo game. And then, yeah. And then they delayed it. All because of COVID, probably. I mean, if these developers can't like go to work or they can't, they don't have the same hardware at home or something. I mean, you would think they would be able to work remotely or plan how to do that stuff, but I guess it probably backed them up a bunch. Oh yeah, what am I doing here? Did I save this? Yes, I saved the script. Script, open, and this is the make a prediction script. All right, there it is. Read the All right. I think we just lagged out hard, but I think I'm back. Not 100% sure. I stopped the clock anyways. Oh no. It does not look like we're back for good. Oh, this internet is just unreal. All right, maybe we're back. I can't tell. Can anyone see this? I don't even know if my chat works. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think we're back. We're going to just keep going, I guess. We'll try. I stopped the stream as soon as I saw that it went down. I don't know the last thing you heard. Let me get the countdown running again. So there it goes. So the last thing I was saying was that, yeah, I heard that the Halo Infinite thing that they presented was the build from January or something, which I don't know why they would do that, but I guess, it's fine. All right. What's up, Ryan? By the way, Ryan, thank you for the gift card. I don't know if you remember. You gave me a gift card. I bought a bunch of books with it. So I went on Amazon and bought some books. Thank you so much for that. All right. If my stream goes down, I'll try to fire it back up. But we'll see. We've been having issues all night and for the past few days. Okay. And also, word of advice: never, if you have a choice, never get Spectrum. Spectrum internet is horrible. So thank you for that. But I have no choice where I am right now. I have to use Spectrum. So we'll just keep using it, I guess. And it'll keep dropping frames and be terrible for live streaming. But, so far YouTube did not cut off my second stream. So we're probably just lagging on that one. Mark has Spectrum at home but can't switch. Yep, that's the issue. And there's no other choice. Like they have no incentive to do better because they know you have no choice. All right, so I think this is the article that we just made for today. I have to figure out how to add it to this now, this list of posts. Why is it not showing up? Maybe I have to publish it. Let me look at our thing here. Oh, publish, yes. So there it is. That's what it is. I just lost it. Where is it? Your first project, moving a character on screen. So let me edit that. How do I survive college? Well, what are you studying, Ryan? Have you chosen a major? Have you chosen all your classes? Did you start already and you're having trouble? The internet speeds in my dorm are crazy. Some people are getting 700 down, 900 up. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. I'm a little jelly right now. You know what I want? I want Google Fiber, Google Gigabit. I think Verizon has that. Spectrum might even offer it, but I wouldn't pay for. I don't want to pay Spectrum for anything. Let's look at Spectrum.net. Let's see what they have here. All right, no. Actually, forget it. We don't have to look at Spectrum. Just started architecture. Cool. Where are you at? Where are you going to school? Okay, let's make sure that this the categories. So we're gonna put it not under uncategorized. This one's gonna go under Scratch. And this is the first project, so I'm gonna put it under Scratch. Well, you do cover events here, so I'll put it in events. We'll just go with that. City College of New York, City College. Is that the one by, oh geez. I think I've, this person I work with, this dude I work with asked me to like guest lecture there, I think 3 times. Is that the one where like the campus looks like a castle? Or it looks like there's like castles everywhere, but that's the buildings? It's in like Harlem, I think. Like 145th Street, something like that. Is that City College? I can never remember City College and what is it? What are the other ones? Okay, so that's it. Yeah. Okay, so I know where you are now. So yeah, the past like 2 years I've been like I guest lecture once a semester over there. So so cool. Yeah, actually. Oh, so I had another student that went there. She majored in architecture. She did architecture, and actually 2 of them did it. What was the name of the building? I remember there was like an architecture building. Can't remember the name of it. Something, maybe something Spitzer, and something. Yes, looks like a castle, right? Let me type in City College. Something Spitzer, architecture. If I remember, Bernard and Ann Spitzer. Yes, that's it. So yes, I remember seeing this building over there. Really cool building. Look at this thing. So congrats. Yes, it's a castle. Was it actually a castle, or is that just what it looks like? But I remember like getting off the subway, walking over there. I grabbed a pizza, and then I was like looking around, walking around the campus, and it was just like, it looked like I was like in a castle. So let's see what other. So this is a Scratch program, Scratch coding, Scratch programming, Scratch code, Scratch green flag, Scratch interface. So I'm doing all this because I have no idea. I have no idea how Google like crawls this page or what it looks at or how this works. So Scratch, I mean, this has everything in Scratch is going to be in here. Scratch project, Scratch. I mean, we don't change the backdrop, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, let's go with just that. I don't know if it has any effect, but we'll go with that. Should we have a featured image? Not right now, but maybe eventually. Excerpt, discussion, post attributes, default template. Yeah, sure. All right, let's save this, see what this looks like, and then we'll compare it to others. So we're gonna publish it, save it. We're gonna publish, and we should see it in our main page here. So go back to learn. Oh, it's not there. Why isn't it there? So what's different about the web platform interface? And let me see. Well, the one that is there is the Scratch interface. So where is that? The Scratch interface. Let's compare this to this, the first moving a character on screen, on stage or whatever. All right, what's the difference? So this one's in Scratch. Disabled featured image. I mean, we don't have a featured image, so no need to disable it. Customizer setting. Post attributes default. Sidebars? No, this has no effect. Sidebars over here. Nothing. So why isn't it showing up? We published it. Events palette Scratch. Maybe it just needs to be Scratch by itself. Let's do I have any CTA stories? Like what kinds of stories, Ryan? What's the specific question? What do you want to know about CTEA? Drama. You know Mr. Ahmed? I hate that dude. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love Ahmed. Great guy. Ryan, I got no dirt. I don't like drama. I stay away from drama and gossip and all that stuff. Oh, Ryan, you would ask that. It's worth asking, I guess. It's hard to know what to say though. Like, what would I say? I don't really get it like involved in drama. Like, really, I try to avoid it. A lot of people don't though. A lot of people, drama like finds them, I guess. So we're at 45 hours, 20 minutes, and we're still going strong. Yes, I know that he left. Yeah, I think his past year was the last year at CTEA. Why is this not showing up? Public. Stick to the top of the blog? No. I still talk to Levine. I talk to Ahmed. I talk to Shankman here and there. Standard. I don't know why it's not showing up. I mean, maybe it has to refresh. Let's just refresh our page. Why is that not showing up here? How come these show up, but this one doesn't? Learn Scratch. All right, let's try to... I don't even know what to do. I'm not a WordPress expert. So let's... maybe it's in reading? No. All right, this might take me a while to figure out. Oh, the menu bar. That's what it is. So in my, maybe it's in discussion. Where's the menu bar? Hold on. I remember it has something to do with the menu bar. Here it is, appearance menus. I have to literally put in that specific article, I guess, the specific post. So your first project moving on screen, add to menu. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So now I could drag it under here. Exactly where I want it. So we want the interface and the moving a character on screen. Your first project. Save the menu. And now, if we go to mrgcoding.com, now it should be there. There it is. Your first project, moving a character on screen. So there it is. So if someone clicks Learn Scratch, oh, because we didn't add a picture, so it doesn't show up over here. We got to add a featured image. We're still on here, right? Yes, we're still going. We're still trucking. I'm also, I mean, I talk to him rarely, but Mr. O'Neill, if you guys remember him, we talked a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago or a month ago. Can't remember the dates. We did a FaceTime session. Actually, I think we did a Zoom call with, was it FaceTime or through Zoom? One of those. All right, moving a character on screen. So let's create an image for that. Maybe we'll just use this Scratch Cat as our image. Let me make this bigger. Oh no, he doesn't get bigger. Actually, that kind of works. So let's make a thing here. So let's make a square. So let's go. Let's see. 340 by 341. 340 by 340. How's that look? That looks good enough for me. We're still on, right? Let me guess, Ryan, you're also a PS4 fan, PlayStation dude. There's not many of us in the Xbox camp, I guess. How do we add a featured image? Let's figure that out. Featured image, set featured image. Here we go. Let's upload that cat. Let me rename it first. We're still going, right? Yes, the stream is still live. We're still good. That's the cat, Scratch. And that is what we're going to upload here, the Scratch Cat. It's going to be our featured image. I'll name it Scratch Cat for the alternate text. There's the featured image. And I want to make sure that we do not show that image in the post, because we don't need to see that cat. Update. Let's refresh this. Web platform interface, your first project. Scratch, learn Scratch. If I go down here, there it is. There's that cat. All right. You'll notice that when I hover over one of these, it does not, doesn't turn gray, which is like functionality that I kind of want. So, wait, let me actually make sure my stream's still up. I always worry that it goes down. Yeah, I think so. Yep, we are good. We're still good. Okay. So that's there, that's there. Oh, we could bring in the, I did this, I created the CSS in, I think it was probably the other one. Let me close out of some of these things. I created Created that CSS. Where was it? Where was it? Posts. Oh no, pages. That's where I probably put the CSS. In the computer science page, this is the CSS that I created to show a gray box over the hovered. You can't see it here. Let's see if I switch to the draft or preview. If I switch to a preview, you'll be able to see when you hover over these, it turns gray. So that I did with custom CSS. Let's bring that over to Scratch because right now it does not do that. So let's add that for consistency's sake. Let us edit this page. Down at the bottom, we could paste in our simple CSS that I created and hit update, and now it should work. You close Scratch. Let's refresh, and it does not work. Did it update? Page updated, refreshed, and it does not work. Why is that? Why does it not work? So let me see how I did it. So let me inspect this. How am I grabbing this entire section right there? It's a list item with a div. Wait, no, I don't want to go that far. I want to get the whole thing. It's just the whole list item under this. How did I actually code that? So, because it says post 250. What's its ID? What's the ID over here? Does it have an ID? Did I give it a custom ID? I'm scared to use post 250 because then it's like, oh no, it doesn't. Post 250 won't work, but div WP block latest post excerpt. No. How do I get this whole block? It's a list item. It's a list item underneath this, in this class. So, how do I do that? Let me see if I can grab this this selector or this selector. Is that what it is? Oh, there it is. So it is post 311. So let's try that. Let's try that ID. Let's see if that works. If not, we'll fix it. We'll keep working at it. There's the update. Let me refresh. And now it does not. It still does not work. That's okay. Let's work on fixing that. Post 311. Let me see if we can just grab all that. Copy. Was it selector I just did, or copy? Copy selector. Div ul li hover. So maybe just to modify it to be an unordered list that's hovering over that. And maybe that's just what we got to change. Wait, is that even right? Oh, I gave it like some custom styling also. Huh. But this might not be the right selector. Well, let's see if this grabs, if this is able to turn it gray when I hover over it. No, it does not look like it's working. All right, let's remove all this. We're just going to update it. And we're going to go back to what it was. So there it is. Ugh, why is that not working? What if I do this selector? Copy selector. What does the next one look like? So that's one. Wait, what's the difference between that one and this one? Copy selector here. Oh, that's just the inside. Let's see what this one looks like. That's the inside. This is the outside. Okay. So maybe what I could do is I can kind of see how I did it over here. Let me bring that over just so we know how to use it. So I looked at the post 311, the div. Over here, it's an unordered list with the LIs. But I think we're gonna have to capture it differently. So we're gonna look at the oh, that's the nth child 2. Maybe what I could do is I can just capture the any LI. So after that, I mean, this is literally the inside. So maybe this is the hover. All right, let's see if we can get... Can I comment out code here? I don't know how to comment things out. In CSS, oh, in CSS it's like JavaScript, just like that. I think. Maybe not. Maybe we could do that. Just comment it out. We'll see. Stream's still going. We lagged a little bit, but we're still alive over here. And I guess we'll stop at 46 hours. So that will have been 4 hours for today, or a little bit less than 4 hours, but really close to 4 hours, which I'm happy with. I'm tired of standing. Like, literally the instant I said that we're going to go for 20 something more minutes, the stream goes down for a second. It just lagged out. I stopped the timer, but I guess it looks like we're back. It does not look like it's a consistent or it's like a solid connection. Let's see. All right, there's some dropped frames, but we're going to start it back up and hope for the best. Maybe we could last another 20 minutes, 23 minutes, maybe not. We're hoping here. We're hoping that the stream holds steady. But we'll see. We're not sure. We'll see if this thing goes. All right, so where was I? This is the post. And it's definitely not a YouTube thing. It's my internet, so, I don't even know what to say about it. Just don't get Spectrum. Div, latest blocks. Post excerpt. Oh no, I don't want to grab the post excerpt. Oh no, that's this one. I commented that out. Okay, so this should be able to grab the we should be able to see the hover. So let's save this. Let's update it. Let's refresh it here. And if we hover over, there it is. Now we could hover over the items. But should it the whole thing turn gray? How do I have it over in the other page? So Mr. G coding. If I go to the computer science page, it looks like oh no, you know what it's doing? It makes the whole thing grayed out, which I like better. That looks a little bit better. Whereas right now I have this just making this this area on the right grayed out. And the reason that's happening is because I don't have any other I guess on this one over here oh wait, speaking of which, let me fix that. Let me see if I can figure out why the computer science section is showing the Scratch interface, because that should not be there. So let's go over to the computer science section. Where is that? Page. Computer science. And it's not, Scratch should not be there. Huh. Don't know why that's happening. View the autosave. What did I do? What did I change? ID 18 cat. Oh, you know what? You know what's possible? Like right before I started the stream, I updated WordPress, and they might have changed how they do their latest posts. All right, let's try to restore the autosave, I guess. Update. Let's see how it looks. There it is. It's gone. Perfect. All right, that was easy. That was really easy. Got lucky there. Because otherwise don't know how I would have fixed that. So this though, we want to change. I mean, look at that. So what I want to do is I'll add like some padding. I think that's what I did on this page for the computer science one. I made them all like the same size, and sorry, let me pull up the actual. Where's the actual page? Oh, all these links. Here we go. I made them all like the same size. The height, I gave them a height and a padding, a specific padding. So let's see if we can bring that over to our Scratch area. So we're going to do something similar now that we know what the post is. So it's the post 311, 311, post 311. I'm going to try saving and seeing if this works, and if not, then we'll try to be more specific when we do this. All right, let me refresh. Looks the same. No, it didn't change. It didn't fix anything. Let me see if I could. What's the selector for this thing? So let's go over to the real thing. Let's try inspecting this and see if we can grab the right selector here. Well, that's for the image. Not 100% sure. Oh no. All right, so it looks like our connection's fluctuating. It looks like we're still okay. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry if I'm lagging out and it's annoying. And if you're watching this after the fact, I'm sorry because it's probably jumping all over the place. Can we make it 18 more minutes or not? That is the question. 17 minutes. Let's see if we can. Be nice to get to 46 hours right on the dot. It would be really nice to just get to that tonight. And that way we know we have 14 hours left. All right. I mean, this is one of those things where like I could spend way too much. The stream went back to the 90s. So I'm guessing it was playing like 240p or something. Actually, back in the 90s, it would have been 360p. You just got back. Welcome back, Mark. Yeah, back in the 90s, our TVs, I think, were... I know, it would have been 480p, 480. The TVs we used in the 90s were... I think they were all 640 by 480. Our computer screens were like that, too. Man, horrible resolution. Things have gotten a lot better. All right, I don't really care about this. I don't want to spend too much time trying to get this thing to have the right color when it hovers. So I'll just leave it as is. And in the future, we'll come back to this when we're trying to make everything perfect. But for now, the only thing that matters is that I create some posts. And I've literally spent the last 2 hours just creating one post. So as you can see, it takes a while. But, let me close out some of these windows because I just keep opening up tabs and I don't know why that is. Okay. So we have, we created one page. Sorry, we created a post. The first, actually, let me bring in my text edit so I could go back to, all right, let's process this. What were we thinking at the beginning? We developed a strategy for the website. I want to create a bunch more posts. So maybe for the next few minutes, for the closing, what is it? How many minutes do we have left? Can't even see. 15 minutes. I will write down some more posts that I could work on in the future. So this is size 24. Let's make everything 24, just so I could add some more things. So the first time using Scratch, moving a sprite. So I did that. That is, I would say done-ish or done. I'd say done. You know what? I would say we're done. This post we just worked on today, it's pretty decent. It's decent enough. We'll go with done. A backdrop, what would be a good second project for someone who's just learning Scratch? So maybe, okay, so actually let me think about how I would do this, how I would teach this to someone. And maybe I can get some inspiration from my own YouTube channel with the videos I have made and what might make sense. Let me go over to videos. And oops, where are they? Where's all the, here? Okay, here are all the Scratch videos. Okay. Here, how to add a sprite. Okay, so the person learned how blocks affect the sprites. Now I think the next article should be create your own character, creating your own sprite. So maybe that would be next. So next would be create your own sprite, or creating your. What would someone search for in Google? How to create a sprite. Create a sprite. Maybe we'll just use how to create a sprite. And if I use that language over and over again, if someone Googles it, that's what would pop up. Maybe. I mean, I don't know exactly how Google, the search engine algorithm works, but that could be, having that could be good. How to create a sprite. So maybe I named it how to add a sprite, but I could use that video in this article. How to change sprite costumes. So how to create a sprite. Do I have how to move a sprite? But is someone going to Google how to create a sprite? Or are they going to write how to create characters? How to create a sprite. How to create a sprite. How to create. Yeah, I think they're gonna write. Someone that's googling this would write a singular sprite. So we have how to create a sprite. Next, we'll do how to change sprite costume, but people won't know that. How to change costumes. I think it's not very scratchy, if that makes sense. How to create a sprite. How to maybe move a sprite. How to make sprites talk. How to make sprites say something. Because I could do actual play. How to make sprites say something. Or talk. Let's use talk. How to play a sound. So Scratch, how to play a sound. How to play a sound in Scratch. I think Google would capture that a lot of these things are... okay, how to create a sprite. How to move a sprite. How to make sprites talk. Maybe how to code two sprites. How to code two sprites. That could be something that someone would be like, well, how do I add another sprite? But maybe that's what they would search for. How do I add another sprite? So in this article, I would make sure that I have this, like, how to add another sprite. I would have that text in there. So if Google crawls this and someone searches for it, maybe it finds this article. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, like, SEO stuff, search engine optimization, but I'm just like, throwing it out there. And I think it could help. I don't think it'll hurt. So how to create a sprite, how to code two sprites, how to move a sprite, how to make sprites talk, how to play a sound, how to change the backdrop. But I think people would say how to change the background. But I mean, I would just make sure that I have how to change the background so I would have both. So if Google's searching for or scrolling through this, it would find both of those. How to change the backdrop, and I already have a video on that, which would be nice. How to broadcast events. That would be another thing. How to broadcast events, and these would look nice, I think, and not look nice, but they would be nice to have in that Learn Scratch button or tab. So when someone hovers over it or clicks it, having all of these things there would be, I think, a good resource. It might get too long, might get overwhelming, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna continue with this. How to broadcast events. How to change the backdrop, broadcast events. How to how to make sprites talk. This is the say block, right? Say block. But I could also, in that article, say that, you could have the say block, or you could have the play a sound. You could go into playing sounds, or you can go into the text to speech, or how to enable text to speech. That might be something else, where I could take my video and just basically turn it into an article now. So if someone Googles it, there's one more. As I said a few hours ago, and maybe in part one, there's one more bottle in the ocean that could end up on someone's shore. That might be what they want. How to make sprites move randomly. So that could be part of how to move a sprite. Move randomly. We're gonna go over go to. So all of these articles would have different headings inside. So I would say the go to block, the change X, change Y. Go to block, change X, change Y. What else would be good to move a sprite? Maybe how to change directions. But that would be tough because direction sounds like someone's following instructions. So maybe how to change angles? How to change sprite angles. Maybe that's what. How to change sprite angles. How to change the direction the sprite faces. The direction the sprite faces. How to change backdrops. Count. How to use if else. How to use the backpack. I mean, that's important. How to get user input. I don't know if this is the order that I would necessarily do all of this in. So this is definitely subject to change, but I just want to write down as the things that come to mind right now. And I guess the direction the sprite faces is set rotation style also is important. Change the direction the sprite faces. So that is going to be the turn block. So we're going to use the turn blocks. We're going to talk about the set rotation style. How to get user input. That's going to be the ask block. Ask and answer. Answer block. Not blower, but block. The answer block, ask block. Well, how else do we get user input? That's it. Yeah, that's it. Maybe setting, but maybe then we have to go into variables. So that might be a little bit too much for what I'm thinking. All right, how to create a sprite is easy. How to code 2 sprites is easy. Or how to create 2 sprites. I'll just say how to add a sprite. How to create 2 sprites. But that's also has to do with how to add a sprite. How to move a sprite. Go to change X, change Y, move randomly, or go to random position. Go to XY, change XY. Go to random position is another one. The glide block, that's another good one. But part of navigating around the stage is understanding the coordinate system. The coordinate plane. And I created a video on that, so I could definitely tie into that one. Where is it? Here we go. The coordinate plane is a great video that I made. You know, I know it's a shameless plug on my own live stream here, but it's a great video that I made on how to actually use the go-to block or use the XY system. Starting positions. That's another video. That's another video that would be a good article. So that's how to move a sprite. Sprite starting positions. How to set sprite starting position, or how to set starting positions for sprites. How to add a sprite, how to create a sprite, how to set starting position for sprites, how to use events, maybe how to use events, but I don't want to do that before I do the starting positions. I want to do starting positions, how to move, and maybe events after how to move. How to use events. So in the events article, I would be talking about the hat blocks, so that would be when green flag clicked, when, what else is there? When green flag is clicked, when space key is pressed, when key pressed, when this sprite clicked. So these are all part of that. Oops, we're lagging out a little bit. I think we're back. Hopefully we're still going. All right, I think we're stable. I think we will make it to 46 hours. So I am optimistic about it, even if it doesn't work. When I receive message, we'll leave it at that. We'll just go over those blocks. When green flag clicked, when blank key pressed, and when this sprite clicked. And that way we could use the movements, like Now we know how to move. Now that we know how to move a sprite, we can show how to move sprites with different events. So that would make sense. I mean, there's so much content to be made from this. So I like that I'm doing this. I like this plan because now this is what I could work on off camera and maybe on the next stream or the next few streams. Because I could definitely work on this for a long time. Okay. When I receive messages, so how to broadcast events, how to receive broadcast events. So that's when I receive block, and it's a message, so I'll just put __. How to broadcast events, that's the broadcast block. Broadcast and wait. We could just keep it simple with the broadcast block, but I could mention the broadcast and wait. When loudness is greater than 10, I almost never use like this event block specifically. When backdrop switches, that could be good, like especially when you're showing and hiding sprites. How to create sprites after starting positions. Maybe that would be how to show and hide sprites. And so we'll use the show, the hide, and a situation where that would make sense is when the backdrop switches. When the backdrop switches to, and this is an event. So I don't want to go over this until I've gone over events. So let me bring that down to here. Okay, so this is going to use the looks palette and the events palette. When this sprite clicked, when the space key pressed. Okay, great. How to use events. And I'm trying to think of I don't know. Maybe I could look up in Google how to write articles that Google, when they crawl through it, they just pick up on it or something. All right. This is a good start for now, and this is I'm at 46 hours and a few seconds. Technically, I've definitely done more than that. Probably close to 47 hours, but we're just gonna go with what the counter says, and I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna take a break for tonight, and I will come back tomorrow, feeling good, feeling strong about adding more time. Actually, what does this put it? So this puts us at 14 hours away from finishing, with 4 days after today. Right? Let me just double check. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 days left in the month. So that's 2, 3, a little bit over 3 hours each day, which is fine. It's not too bad. But this was definitely a nice change of pace. I really enjoyed writing and playing around with WordPress. And okay, so let me recap what we've done, just in case anyone's scrolling all the way to the end of this video. All right, so let's start with this. And I'm in the way, so let me drag this over. I spent a good chunk of time. There we go. So I spent a good chunk of time today going over a strategy for growing a channel, growing a personal brand, growing all these different things. So let me bring this up a little bit. Why is it the highest? Oh, I won't be able to bring it up. Can you see that? Yes. All right. So I spent a bunch of time in part 1 before my stream dropped, going over a strategy for increasing or growing a personal brand. So I went over what to do maybe on a website. I went over what to do on Twitter. We talked about Reddit for a little bit. We talked about YouTube strategies and Twitch, stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing probably for the rest of the stream is working on articles, because I have a personal website, which is mrgcoding.com, that I created or bought two months ago. And then, I bought the hosting and all that stuff, and then I created it a couple months ago, but I kind of have left it untouched. But I was having a conversation with a former student on like growing a personal brand, and I was like, we were talking about some ideas, and then I thought to myself, why not actually do what it is that I'm saying, like execute these ideas and see if they work. So this is the plan. We're gonna maybe work on this for a little bit. We're gonna try to grow the personal brand, the Mr. G Coding brand. And so like part of it will be, the first strategy thing is to work on my website. I need a lot more articles because right now I don't have many Scratch articles. So I want to have a bunch of articles there. So if someone stumbles upon it, if someone stumbles upon one article, they're going to read a few more because they're going to be like, oh, this is pretty good, hopefully. And I also want to link like YouTube videos to it and stuff like that, and the Twitter and all the social media things should be like interconnected in some way. And once it's a little bit more fleshed out, then I'll like post on Twitter when I do create an article, because when I post on Twitter and I create an article, hopefully by then there's going to be like, let's say 10 articles. So if someone reads one, they're going to maybe read more. And there's two types of Twitter posts that I kind of like mentioned or came up with. Some posts like, putting one out a day for like people to help them, like giving them a tip or doing something specific in Scratch or in whatever programming language. And then there's others that would be a little bit more general and with the intention of going viral. So that would be more of I don't want to say controversial, but more like of an interest to people that aren't in the coding or education worlds. So maybe something like, how coding helps students. I don't know. I think the example I gave before was like how coding can help students increase their grades by 5 million %. But I was joking because that's not really like my goal with having students learn coding. It's not so that they increase test scores. It's so that they can like problem solve and create solutions to problems and create things and, not feel handicapped if they want to create something. But doing like a more like clickbaity article like that, or a thread, a Twitter thread I showed, that might be more interesting or that might be helpful to help the Twitter follower count, to help direct people to check out the website and stuff like that, or videos. So that's the mission now. We're going to work on growing the brand. I took a break from coding the other projects I've been working on for the last like 20 hours, 30 hours or so. I was kind of getting sick of them, so I figured I'd want a change of pace a little bit, and this is what I decided to do, because it's still coding. It still has to do with coding, and I was doing a little bit of CSS in here, but this is the website that we were working on today. So, and I think if you've been watching, you kind of saw like how particular I am about specific things, like the look of certain things and how certain things are. So we created one article today. It just took a while. I didn't spend 4 hours making this article because I did spend a bunch of time in the first part, like talking about the strategies, talking about different things, interacting with the audience. But that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on this for the rest of the stream, and we'll see how it goes. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you just scrolled to the end and you just heard what I said about what I did today, thank you so much for watching. Or if you didn't watch, thank you so much for not watching. But that's fine. So I will see you all tomorrow as we continue the journey. Let me stop the clock. So we are at 46 hours, 7 minutes, and 8 seconds. And I will see you all tomorrow.